Balls.
Well,
Good
I'm Cuddy. I'm hard in this piece.
in this piece. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?
Look, get my good side.
Right. Try the other one to see if that's better.
Whatever, dude. I'm on the air. I'm not going. I'm. I
Uh,
promised my mama and my wife I wasn't cussing.
okay. All right. As long as you promise.
Oh,
Hey,
we gonna
All
test
right.
that.
we gonna test that tonight.
Yeah, we
We're
gonna
gonna
test.
test the theory tonight. Okay. I'm gonna try. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve,
Ladies
say
and
your
gentlemen.
thing. Do your thing.
Uh,
Settle.
Welcome everybody once again to the Three Black Guys Show. Put up your threes.
Trey Manos.
Tres manos.
Tre-
Tres negros. Tres amigos. What's up, everybody? I want you
Trey
to hit like
Amigos
and share.
Negros.
Get the word out tonight, guys. We are talking about one and only K.Harris tonight, and I know everybody got something to say. So please like and share. Like and share this video, guys. Like I said, we are going to talk about none other than Miss Harris tonight. We're going to do a little preliminary thing, and then we're going to get started. We're going to talk about a couple things before we get to Miss K. Harris tonight. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about is Kamala.
Man, we're not gonna do that.
Well, we got to. We have to
We
because
not,
people are jacking her name up, dude.
Yeah,
okay.
They are
Okay.
jacking her name up, dude.
I
Okay.
call her that lady. So
Now here we go. All right, I gotta pre-warn everybody when we start this show. These are the thoughts and views of the people that are on this show, not of any representation of people we work for or any businesses. This is the views of the Three Black Guys Show. Guys, how was you guys' week, man? We got to talk about week news, and then we got to talk about K. Harris. So, how was you guys' week, man? Mine was kind of stressful. I had a stressful week. I did not like this last week. I did not care for it, Sam. I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like. Last week was a pain in the butt. And while we just talking, y'all, let us know where you're from. Hit us up. Hit us up. Let us know where you're from and where you're watching us from and who you are and all that good stuff like that. Let us know that you're up in here. How was your week, Fred?
oh man, my week was um pretty good.
Okay.
It was a short week, you know. I didn't do much. Um Kind of was a lazy week for me, man. I sat around the house most of the time. Thursday and Friday finally got up and went and did some stuff, but it's kind of a lazy week for me, man.
Well, it must be nice when you're your own boss, when you're your own boss.
I mean, when you can just get out of bed, fall out of bed when you want to,
You know what I mean? Just
So,
and tell the peons what to do. Hey, y'all go do this.
go do
Clean
that
this
right
building.
Go clean that.
no,
Go do that.
it don't work like that. Um, I work just as hard and just as much as anybody else.
When you want to.
Not necessarily when I want to.
Come on, man.
I'm flexible.
Okay, you
I
are
have,
flexible.
I have some flexibility with my schedule. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
Okay,
here go.
all right.
Look down there in the comments and look at Mr. Me Too. You know what he do for a living?
What he do? Sit on it.
Not a bleeping thing.
See that? We
I'll
didn't
call
even
that
tell
cat
him.
at 12 o'clock. I'll call him at 12 o'clock. I'm still in the bed. What you in the bed for? I'm retired. I can do. Okay, so
Well,
you
there
know
you
how
go. He didn't put in his work. You know what I'm saying?
what I do is I tell you what, if I gotta be up and at work at a certain time, we gotta be up and at work at a certain time. So I'm
That's
gonna
not
call him
fair.
and route to work. We gonna talk.
That man
I'm
didn't
gonna
already
let you
put his
already
work
come up.
in.
Say what?
That man didn't already put his work in.
Hey, sorry, sap sucker.
Whoa, wow, whoa.
Who in the bed? Who in the bed at 12 o'clock?
That
Noon.
guy. That guy. All right.
After what you went to bed the night before, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and you still in the bed?
Yes.
Still look at it. Thank you, Fred.
Yeah, that man done put his work in, man. Shoot.
Oh,
He
whatever,
done paid
man.
his dues.
My dad, 80, he'll be 83 this year, I think. And he up with his chickens,
Well, as
drinking
you
his
get
coffee,
older, we
checking his.
wake up for no reason when we get
Say
older.
what?
When we
wake
get
up
old,
for no
we
reason.
up for no reason at all. We just up.
Well, apparently my brother will not be one of those people that get up early for no reason.
He might not be old yet.
Oh, he old.
Anyway,
He's
how
old.
was your week, man? Golly.
My week absolutely sucks. I made it through it. Thank you, Lord. No
Hallelujah.
disgrace. But I was glad for the weekend to be here to get a little rest. And,
Amen.
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 Yet again.
And
And
again.
if you're wondering why we were not on properly at 8:30, that was my fault. Let me go and take honest. I did
Again.
that. Okay, here's the deal. I was going to record from the garage while I had a drink and smoked a cigar, and I was going to use my tablet, put my trucker headset on, and I just wanted to change the scenery. In case smoke the cigars in the house. So, my headset wouldn't connect to my tablet, so I had to come up here and heat the computer up. And let's just say my computer is what's the
Old,
nice? Okay, that'll work.
pitiful,
Uh,
decrepit.
Hey man, what we're not gonna do is accost my computer. But yeah, it took a while for it to heat up and all of that other stuff. So technical difficulties. I need a new computer. If any of y'all want to donate to the cause so I can buy a new computer, feel free to.
Please, somebody, please.
Donate this man. Please help this man get a new computer.
What's P2?
Like matter of fact, we gonna start a GoFundMe.
He might be saying you got a Pentium 2 processor.
You might be right.
Jeez.
No, it's not.
All right. Well, guys, welcome once again to the Pro 2. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we got you, McLennan. We want to invite y'all to the Three Black Guys show. Thank you for watching. We got DeLon up in here watching. I think we got Mr. Ron Battle
Leon Charlie
up here talking. We got Claudia. I think DeLon said it's an old relic. That's what you have, an old relic.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay.
Set up the
Inspiron 15, the 5,000 series was the bomb just 3 years ago.
Wait a minute, you got what now?
I have a Dell Inspiron 15. It's the 5,000 series. It's an AMD A6 processor. That's like that.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You said an AMD A6 processor. I'm not going to get into any technical specs, but yeah, it's old. It's trying to run StreamYard and all this other stuff.
My computer is stressing out. It's running 100 miles an hour right now.
Your computer needs a Xanax.
Hey, Doc, the fan is like.
Hey. I was just going to say it's got to be working overtime to keep it cool. I'm surprised
that fan blowing so hard right now.
It's like that old Bill Cosby. Push.
That was good. I'm glad I could be the butt of your joke. That was all right. That was funny though. That was good.
Yo, that was my favorite Bill Cosby album right there. Like
it was.
That was my favorite one.
That was the tops, man. That was tops, dude.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's get into it, man.
What we
on this day, I think. Oh man, I didn't get a chance to look it up, but I think we're under 80 days till it's time to get rid of the Orange Menace.
Ooh, the Orange Menace. I like that. I like that. The Orange Menace.
So it's counting down, guys. Get your fingers ready. Get your hazmat suits together. Get your mask. Get your gloves. Get everything you need because we got to show up to the polls, y'all, to get the Orange Menace up out of here. As of today, the Trump virus, we have 5.37 million confirmed in the U.S. of the Trump virus. Once again, I don't know why it's not showing the recovered. I wish we see that number because that's very important and very helpful to know. But as far as the deaths are concerned, 169,000 people in the United States of America have died of the Trump virus. All right, guys.
I don't know how true it is, but I had seen a post somewhere on Facebook about somebody saying that they were talking about the recovered numbers are giving people a false sense of like it's not urgent anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of people are recovering from it, and so they said that those numbers are kind of giving people a false hope that that it's not important anymore, that it's not as dangerous, whatever. I don't know how true that is, but it kind of
Right.
makes sense. But I think we still need to see those numbers, um, just so we can gauge, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we can really gauge what's. I mean, we know, of course, we know more people recover than get sick or die, but we want to celebrate with them people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely, yeah.
Because people are still. And let me just say this really quick. For all of y'all who keep wanting to talk about less than 1% die, I get that. But who in the hell wants to be sick? Have y'all ever had the flu? Like,
Yeah, that don't feel good.
who? No, I'm not. I'm not worried about dying from it, but I don't want to be laid up in here, can't breathe, and snotting everywhere and everything else either.
Right.
I mean, some folks, man, they just kill me with that. Like, it doesn't have to kill me, but I don't want to be sick either.
I don't want to be sick either.
I mean, it's like I say, maybe they've never had the flu, but man, the flu is treacherous. It makes you feel like you want to die.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Man,
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
So we still dealing with Mr. Trump and death. Mr. Trump has lost his brother this week. Yesterday. Condolences go out to the Trump family for losing. I think that face. I saw that. I saw that, Mario. Man, that's still somebody's brother. That's still somebody's uncle. That's still somebody's daddy, man. And so
You don't care about nobody's folk dying. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Steve.
So Trump has lost his brother this week. We don't know the circumstances as to which or how he died. All we know is that he died. It's quite funny that they're not releasing. Hey, son, how you doing, son? They're not releasing how the man died. Did anybody catch that? Has anybody reported on how the Trump brother died? What's his name? Frank?
not at all. This, what's been going through my mind though. These past 2 weeks, I've noticed, and this is from people that are close to me, there are a lot of people dying. And not necessarily from COVID, but these people had other conditions. To me, it just seems kind of a coincidence that this COVID is going around, and all of a sudden these underlying conditions are becoming so severe that it's killing people.
Mm.
I mean, like a lot. I mean, I can count, um, on both hands the number of people that have passed this past 2 weeks from conditions that they've had for years. And just all of a sudden now, these conditions have just gotten worse and worse to where it's killed them. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but it's definitely then popped up my radar.
Yeah.
About this thing. I was always one with COVID, man. I believed it was important, but I wasn't fearful of it. But with my underlying conditions, now it's like, man, I'm gonna wrap my house up in some saran wrap, and I ain't going out, man. And can't nobody count. I'm talking about Jesus gonna have to call me on the main line because he can't come up in there. So
hold on, man. Even if he knocks on the door, you're supposed to answer, man.
Jesus on the main line. Go and play it, Mario. Get the bass. I know you know it.
Tell him what you want.
So, guys, we really want you to please be careful. Take precautions. You don't have to be fearful, but you got to have some common sense.
Got to.
Don't be fearful, but use some common sense. Put on the flipping mask. If not for you, how about another human being? Stop being selfish.
Well, that's
Stop being an idiot. and thinking about yourself and it's my freedom. I want to be free. You're free to get somebody sick, you moron. Put on a mask. At least think about your fellow human being. That's
Right.
all I'm asking.
But they don't want to do that because they think the mask is supposed to protect them, and it's not. It's to keep you from affecting other people. So that just goes back to all these people that want to talk about all lives matter and all that stuff. Do they really? Because most of y'all won't put on a mask to protect other people.
That's a good argument. If all lives really matter, wouldn't you want to protect those other lives that matter?
It's their American right not to wear a mask if they don't want to wear a mask. It's under the Constitution of America.
Aren't these the same people who are pro-life who don't want to wear a mask?
Of America.
You say you're pro-life. Wait a minute. Now let's get this. You say you're pro-life, but you don't want to wear a mask.
Right.
Where that makes sense at?
I don't know.
That's where it makes sense.
I saw a meme the other day where it was like it said something. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it said these people argue about wearing a mask to stay safe, but yet they need an automatic weapon just to go to the grocery store.
Wow.
It's
so many contradictions in all of those ideologies, man. It's crazy. It was another one that, and I forget it now. If it comes to me, I'll throw it out.
What up, Jeff Perry?
That I read on Facebook just this week, and it was I should have wrote it down. But these people with these ideologies and all of that redneck rhetoric.
That's exactly what it is.
It is it not? Redneck rhetoric.
That's exactly what it is.
All right, I want to keep moving, guys. I want to keep going to I want to make it down to Miss Harris. I know everybody waiting for that conversation to come.
We gonna get there. Us have time.
All right. So
enjoy the journey there.
I don't know if I want to bring this up now or later. I think I want to end on it. Now let's go ahead and deal with it now. So what I've noticed here is that we have 16 rising stars in the Democratic Party, and they're all going to be jointly giving a single speech on Tuesday night with the theme Leadership Matters, 17 Democrats at the convention. And guess who's one of them, guys?
Who?
Stacey Abrams.
Yes, she is.
She is one of them. And guess who else?
Watch out. You ready? Hold up, drum roll.
Fred. You ready, James Fred?
Yeah.
James Fred, you ready?
Who is
it?
Are you sure?
Yep.
None other than Birmingham Mayor.
Come on.
Randall Woodford. A rising star in the Democratic Party, giving part of the keynote speech at the DNC. What you think about that, James Fred?
Come on, that's your boy, James.
Y'all really want to know my opinion?
That's why I asked you.
Come on, James.
I'm just happy. First of all, you get started. I'm happy for Miss Stacey Abrams, man. I think she's gonna do well, man. I think she really will do well.
I agree with you there. Now, Mr. Woodford.
Come on, man.
So him giving a speech at the Democratic convention kind of proves my point about Democrats now anyway.
Okay.
Clueless. Absolutely clueless.
Clueless, okay.
Disconnected from the people.
Okay.
And definitely not serving the needs and the requests of the Black community. Simply bringing Black speakers up doesn't do that. Now, I do like Stacey Abrams. I really do. Mayor Woodford, in my opinion, has proven that he is not concerned with Black issues. And if somebody has any policy or anything that he's put in place to say otherwise, I will be glad to see it. But being living in the city, seeing and people get and understand something. I was a Woodfin fan. Okay,
That's what I know.
I was a Woodfin fan. Everywhere that guy was at, I was taking pictures of. Yeah, it's. I got pictures of him with my nephew. I mean, it's. I was a Woodfin fan, but when you've said something to us as a people and then did not implement any of it, I got a problem with that. I'm going to hold people accountable. I don't care who they are, what color they are. And right now, my concern is with addressing the issues that the Black community has brought up that hasn't been addressed. So I'm not excited for him being at the deal. I'm going there and talk about that nonsense with the rest of them. I mean, it's not going to benefit us as a people.
You are a hater, sir.
I'm sorry. Anybody that has a problem with me wanting some issues resolved in the Black community, not my problem, that's yours. But go ahead.
But don't you think that having him there and along with Stacey, maybe they can affect some type of change? You need somebody in the room.
In what room?
In the Democratic National Convention on the greater stage.
They're not going to discuss those issues. They're going to make the Democratic Party look good. What you mean?
But I mean, but at least he's invited to, the reason that Obama blew up was because he was invited to the big show.
Okay.
We would have never heard President Obama's speech if it wasn't for that last convention. I will never forget where I was, who I was with, what apartment I was in when I saw that man speak at the DNC. I felt in my shondo and my little hairs on my arm raised up. I said, that's going to be our next president. Watch and see.
Oh, Jesus. So you want Randall Woodfin as our next president?
No, I didn't say that. At least I'm just saying, at least Randall Woodfin's in the show.
Okay.
From Birmingham, Alabama. Dude,
that's all I'm saying right there, Steve.
Woodfin, congratulations for being to the big show.
I mean, from Birmingham, Alabama. Come on,
from
bro.
Birmingham, Alabama. That's
not to put Birmingham down, but come on, man. Because they got Georgia, they got all the big cities coming.
So let me ask you this question. Okay. So you don't think with all this haywire stuff that's been going on, and the Black Lives Matter movement, and all this racial tension, you don't think it's a ploy that they would bring the mayor from the center of the civil rights movement to the DNC?
No,
that just happened. All right.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't personally don't think that.
Okay.
I mean, because I would think you would bring somebody from Oregon who's really on fire, because Oregon's been on fire since George Floyd died.
No, but Birmingham is still the center of the civil rights movement. Always has been.
Man, don't nobody care about no Birmingham, dude.
It was here that sparked all these monuments being taken down. It was here that sparked that.
I understand that.
So you don't think it was strategic for them to invite him? They invited him because they love Randall Woodfin so much. No,
because he's affecting change.
He's affecting change where?
Okay, in Birmingham, Alabama.
So his actions, I agree with you, James. His actions here in Birmingham during the riots affected change literally around the world. When he started pulling monuments down, everybody started pulling monuments down.
As I've said before in the show, I'm not giving him that recognition for that.
Why not pull somebody from Minnesota where it started?
I'm giving that recognition to the people, because the people have been screaming for years to take that monument down, and it did not happen until the people cut up. So I'm not giving him that recognition. But listen,
you're gonna give it to the people.
He's at the big show. I hope he does well.
All right.
I believe he'll represent our city very well. I'm proud of Mayor Woodfin for being invited to the big show, and I'm very confident that he will show our city in a positive light on the big stage. Ding. Done. Next.
All right, let's go back national, guys. Since we've talked about hometown, let's talk about Trump trying to use the USPS as voter suppression. He's got his homeboy, Mr. DeJoy, in there, who has given Trump millions of dollars. And Trump campaign finances, Mr. DeJoy, who is now the Postmaster General, an appointed position. He doesn't know jack about mail, has now gone in, and he is now pulling hours from the USPS. He's cut hours. I don't know if we talked about this a couple of weeks, guys, and I told you to watch out for this, and here it is. They've cut hours. They're pulling those post office with those letterbox machines off the street. They're pulling the mail sorters, the high-speed mail sorters. They're pulling those out, and they're cutting overtime hours. So they're trying to slow down the mail. And why they're trying to do this? Can somebody tell me why would Trump's appointee try to slow the mail down? Anybody go?
To stifle mail-in votes. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding.
I told you guys to watch out for this, and here it is. Go ahead, James.
Let me ask you this question, though. And this is what I've been thinking about. What makes him think that suppressing the mail-in votes is going to benefit him?
Because he admitted it this weekend on Fox News that he thinks that the mail-in vote will help it, will be more for a Democrat than him himself. He admitted that.
I understand, but he's been said that. But what I'm saying is what makes him think that? Because there's no data that shows that. So how does he know that he's not doing something that's detrimental to himself?
That's something that probably somebody told him because he's not smart enough to think about that.
Exactly. So my thing is, all right. So if you're thinking that, okay, I got to suppress this mail-in vote because it'll benefit the Democrats if I don't. Where's this information coming from? And how do you know?
Now check this out. I think it was Supreme Court told him basically to prove it. Prove that there's better voter fraud through mail-in voting. And we have yet to hear on that. And that's the very question that people are asking. Prove where the voter fraud is. Tell us where this fraudulent activities is happening in the mail. Because right now, guys, you are. Oh, yes. And I was going to bring that up too, Ms. Blanche. You are totally correct. Is that he himself, Mr. Trump, Mr. Do As I Say, not as I do.
Not as I do.
Filed for absentee ballot himself. Can somebody help me with the madness that is called 45?
That's why you be able to vote for himself.
That's what?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I mean, I don't understand his thinking behind this. It just proves my point that the man is an idiot. Because, like I say, he doesn't have any knowledge or data that proves that what he's doing is going to benefit him.
See, but my thing is, man, once again, not only has he trying to put our children in danger, putting them back in school so folks can go back to work and help the economy. I get the reason why, but he's putting our kids in danger. Now he's trying to put the American people more in danger by having to go out, put on a hazmat suit, or put on a bubble to go vote. He is putting he is more concerned about people voting for him than he is about the people themselves. Guys, I need y'all to watch this. Go ahead, James. Look like you want to say something.
So, and just follow me for a minute.
I'll try.
Just from me thinking about it. So, all right, he wants to suppress this mail-in vote because if you do that, that's going to make people go to the polls. So if you think about it more in that sense, you have more Democrats that are more uneasy about the whole COVID-19 thing. They don't want to go out. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to go out. They would probably rather mail in their votes than go out to a poll. Whereas Republicans, on the other hand, who are just stupid about this whole virus, don't care. So they'll go out to the polls without their mask and their shorts and flip flops on, whatever, and do and go ahead and vote the regular way. So the only thing I'm thinking is that he's looking at that and saying, okay, they don't want to go out. Democratic voters don't want to go out to the polls. So if we stop this, if we slow this voting by mail stuff down, then maybe that'll keep some of them from voting, period. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that's just me thinking in certain, because I've been trying to come up with a reason on why he would do this without knowing if it's going to benefit him or not. And only conclusion, that's the only thing I can think of, is that he's thinking more Democrats don't want to be out. So if he can suppress that vote, what about 6 poll workers? That man don't care nothing about no poll workers. Cut that out. You know he don't care nothing about all that. So that's my only thinking on the reason why, because he has.
I think the Democrats, and just listen to me here. I think they're more motivated to get him out of there than that.
He knows.
Than he knows, or that way of thinking will go.
That's right.
Because
he doesn't understand that. That, like you said, these people will suit up and whatever they have to go to the poll and vote.
No, he has to understand that in order for him to take the actions that he's taking. Don't you think he understands that we are suiting up?
No, I think because suiting up, if they go to the polls, then suppressing the mail-in vote ain't gonna matter anyway. So I think he does not understand that, and that's why he's thinking, if I suppress this mail-in vote, then they just won't vote because they're scared to go out. You know what I'm saying?
I think people are more motivated to get him out of there than he thinks. I understand what you're saying, but I believe the undercurrent in the nation is we got to get this.
But you're right. People are motivated to get him out of there.
Yeah.
But he doesn't understand that motivation. You know what I'm saying? He's thinking simply people are just, if I can't mail in my vote, I ain't going out there and standing in that line around all them people. He doesn't understand that they will.
They will.
They may be standing out there now waiting. I mean, he doesn't.
He's standing out now. They pitch tents.
Right. I don't think he understands, man, how bad people really want him gone.
He understands. He understands.
I think his arrogance is keeping him from processing it or something. Because there's no point or validation in him doing what he's doing other than messing with these postal workers' money.
So the USPS has endorsed Biden,
of course,
because of this. So he's got a great endorsement. That's over I think it was 300,000 people that he's got an endorsement from of the USPS. Opposite side, the NYPD has endorsed Trump. And why do we think that is?
Haven't they always endorsed the Republican Party?
I don't know.
But in the NYPD, not NYPD, but is it New York a Democratic, state, blue state?
Well, yeah, it's mostly blue.
I thought
the city
always went with the Republican. I could be wrong.
Well,
I mean,
that tells you right there everything that they've been saying about the NYPD.
Blanche said no, they haven't.
No, they what? The who? Blanche said they haven't endorsed it.
Well, they haven't always endorsed the Republican.
Okay.
I think that's what she's saying. All right, guys.
What?
So, guys, keep watching this, and on election day, please get ready for long lines, because you know that there's going to be some tomfoolery, except for in the red states, of course. We here in Alabama, we ain't got to worry about it. They're going to have them posts up and running, Doc. And maybe in the black neighborhoods, they might be kind of funny acting. But please, when you go out to go vote, guys, make sure that you are covered up and you're ready to rock and roll. And so, of course, now we come to the part of the show that I'm sure everybody's been waiting for. we're going to be talking about Miss Harris.
Why you ain't call the first name, Steve? Huh?
Because,
Huh?
man,
Why? Huh?
is it Kamala? Is it Kamala? Is it
That lady.
you know what I
What you
mean?
doing?
I've heard different things, and now listen, guys, y'all gonna hear a bunch of information. Y'all gonna hear a bunch of ideas, and I know the black women on the show might get upset. Don't get upset, y'all. It's just we are talking facts.
Let me address every black woman that's watching right now. You probably gonna get upset at me.
You're gonna probably get mad at James more than likely.
Let's just call it like it is.
He's gonna say something you're probably not gonna like. See, but I want to talk about this first. Yes, Senator Harris. Here we go.
Well, who said that? Senator?
My sister,
I'm sorry, you mean Senator Harris.
that lady. That's who she is.
Wow.
So Senator Harris, VP, running for VP.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a good choice or not? Let's go. Let's get it.
Mario, what you think?
What? One more time. Question was, you kind of flaked on me. Was it what?
Was that a good choice
For him, for Kamala Harris? Kamala, her name is Kamala Harris.
Kamala? Okay.
Yeah, to pick Kamala Harris, I think it was a good choice overall. I think it was a good choice. I think he knew that would secure. Who's the biggest single voter in the black community?
Who was a what?
Who's the biggest group of voters in the black community?
Black women.
Black women.
There you go.
But they were all gonna be. But I mean,
But he would say he was going to do he was going to vote for get a woman in anyway.
He said he was going to get a woman in anyway. But Kamala Harris, I'm cool. I'm cool with Kamala. Steve, I know you have some abuse, and I'll let you say that. And in some ways, we've talked about this behind the scenes. I agree with you to a degree. I started seeing her doing a lot of things, in my opinion, to what's the word I'm looking for? Verify her blackness.
Verify her blackness.
You know, putting hot sauce on some greens at a cafe. You see pictures of stuff like that. You know, you start seeing her doing things that, you know. Anyway, outside of the song and dance, I'm still gonna vote for who I'm gonna vote for. I'm glad he chose Kamala. It is what it is. What other choice do we have? Let's fall behind this thing and let's go and get this orange dude out of office. Yeah. See, right there. Right there. You had it up there, Steve.
Which one?
Susan Rice was definitely the better choice politically.
So now now we got to have a little talk about that because there's two trains of thought about that.
About Susan Rice?
About Susan Rice. Rice got a lot of baggage. She did not escape the Obama years cleanly.
Okay.
And the Republicans would have used whatever dirt they had on her to beat her up as soon as that's out the gate. But my argument to that is Senator Harris got just as much as baggage and they can still use it. The only problem is the Republicans can't go after her law and order. You know what I mean?
They can't go
after her record because it fits their narrative.
It fit their narrative. I agree with you.
It's kind of hard for them to say, hey, you know, she locked so many people up, but that's what y'all like to do. You know what I mean? So
she did. She followed y'all agenda,
and she locked a lot of people up. Now I'm gonna say a couple things that probably people won't like, and I'm just saying this because I want to help your argument. Now I've heard people defend Kamala, Senator Harris.
That woman.
Come on, man. I've heard people defend her by saying that she was just doing her job. That she was just following the policy. Now, let me ask you, good people, this question. Have you ever been pulled over for speeding? Has the cop, once you've gotten pulled over, has this cop ever let you go? If that answer is yes, well, the policy is you're supposed to get a ticket, or at worst, the policy is you're supposed to go to jail. Now, how this man applied the policy was what? His decision. Okay, so let's go on further down the road a little bit. Let's talk about immigration. There is a law on the books that says that the president can separate families, that the president can put people in jail. That is a policy that's on the books. It is a law.
Mm-hmm.
But it has been a policy since what? Bush? But those presidents, Bush, Obama, made a decision not to apply that part of the what? Policy. But Trump said, I'm going to use all the law and I'm going to call it a zero tolerance policy. Now, for you people who are Kamala apologists with her policy, if you're going to continue it down the policy argument, Trump's going to come back to say the same thing to you. I wasn't doing nothing but following policy. So stop using the policy argument, because now you've taken away your power to frame him to look bad for locking up kids and separating family, because all he's going to say is I was following policy. So let's stop with that, because you're going to kill your argument with Trump. I'm done on that piece.
Okay. In Kamala's defense, she's the DA. Whatever she can only recommend to the judge. The judge has the final say. Am I correct? So she doesn't sentence anybody. Does she? No, she doesn't. Mm-hmm. The judge makes the final decision. So how can you totally blame her for?
I'm not totally blaming her. I'm just saying there is policy that are decisions made on how to apply policy.
I can blame her for her recommendation to the judge. I can blame her for
depends on how she decided to apply the policy.
I can blame her for recommending that a 16-year-old go to prison.
Mario freeze.
I can blame her for that. Mm-hmm. I can blame her. Whether or not the judge upholds it, she still recommended it. So yeah, I can blame her for that. I really can.
Okay.
She locked up a lot of kids for marijuana charges.
He didn't lock them up. The judge locked them up.
So she should get the pass for recommending the sentence?
Do we know that the judge went with her original sentence?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you got to remember, during the Clinton years, and even Biden, they came up with these policies and passed them throughout the land. So, it was lock 'em up time, because Clinton, during his second term, was trying to move towards a more conservative line, because he had to face a Congress and a House that was totally against him. So he had started moving more right, and so that's when he became this whole law and order dude. And this passed all the way through to California. So once again, go ahead, Fred. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want y'all to know this in context of what was going on at the time.
So here's my thing, and the whole political aspect of this, she has a sketchy record. Here's my problem. My problem is more with her supporters. The issue is, do not try to tell me I have to support this lady because she's a black woman.
Yes, you do.
Do not try to tell me I hate black women because I don't like this lady. Black people are so emotional, it's ridiculous. So emotional to the point that we don't even want to think. Like, okay, you want to vote for her, you want to get Trump out. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm going to keep my foot to her throat, though, because of that crazy stuff that she was doing. So just because, listen, as we love our kids to death, and we will support our kids no matter what. But when they doing something crazy, it don't stop us from loving them. But we're going to put our hands around their neck to make sure that they get right. What's wrong with us doing that in our families, but we can't do it to a political figure because she's a black woman?
But why we push so hard to do it with our folk and not have that same enthusiasm when the person is a white
We
person?
do. Whoever said we
Who does?
absolutely do.
Yeah, nah.
If
Y'all let Mouser do. Y'all let Mouser run amok in these streets.
man,
As soon
please,
as a sister or a brother get in the position, here we go.
if Trump take a sip from his coffee cup with his left hand, you Negroes gonna jump down his throat and tell him that he's part of a conspiracy to start the Illuminati to bring the aliens from the moon to saturate the earth with tulips. Man, please, when we don't hold nobody responsible, we don't. The problem is we don't hold black politicians responsible for anything. That's the issue. We don't do it.
I disagree with that, but
who? Look at what we just talked about. Randall Woodfin. He gets a pass because he's the mayor of Birmingham. Forget about all the crap that he's done in the city, but he's the mayor of Birmingham. Let me ask you this question. Do people feel the same way about Clarence Thomas because he was black?
Nah, he catch all the smoke.
Clarence
Thomas can catch all the smoke.
But why he catch all the smoke but somebody else does?
For real, that's a good question, Mario.
Say that again. I missed it. I spazzed.
Clarence Thomas is a black judge, sits on the Supreme Court, right?
Yeah.
And so this man has been accused of fondling women. This man has been accused of
Clarence Thomas has been a jerk for a long time.
Right. So, but I'm saying, but we give him smoke about his record, about his failings, but we can't give Senator Harris smoke about her failings and her
holding people accountable. I ain't talking about not voting for the lady.
I just want to see y'all be this enthusiastic, or you be this enthusiastic when Massa get in there.
Who is Massa?
Whatever positions moving forward that Massa may be in.
Like Massa Biden that y'all love.
Descendants of the colonizers get in.
That Massa Biden that y'all said was going to save the black race, him? That Massa you talking about? That was going to be our savior? That Massa?
I didn't say he was going to be our savior. I say he was the best attempt to get, he was the best choice against what's sitting in office now.
Please, Massa Biden. Yes, we love you. Black. We don't vote for you, Massa Biden.
You either want Massa Trump or you want Massa Biden.
Exactly.
Massa Biden. At least Massa Biden gonna bring the missive with him. Missive.
I don't know what he gonna bring. I have no clue what he gonna bring.
He's gonna bring Kamala with him.
Hold everybody, no matter their gender.
All politicians rob their communities. Okay.
That's all I'm saying, man. All I'm saying is that if I want to hold this lady accountable and ask her some questions about her past, I should be able to do that and not being told that I'm a black woman hater.
Yeah, and I think that's a fair argument, man, because a lot of people, I mean, dude, when Kamala Harris was announced, I was the first one to say, you know what I mean? But I caught some smoke because I'm like, wait a minute, I love black women. I'm married to one. I got birthed by one. What do you mean?
Let's be honest. She ain't married to a black person.
I wouldn't go there.
I will, you know.
Hey, she married a white dude who was a 1%er. Listen to me now. A 1%er white dude. So she ain't just married no anybody white dude. She married a 1%
rich of the rich. 1%er. He an outlaw with his money.
So, I mean, come on now. We got to get, I think she's a person in the political light, and her record needs to be examined without black people freaking out and calling men woman haters and don't like black people.
And I got to support her because she's a sister and she's AKA and all that. I don't have to do nothing. On November 3rd, I can sit my behind in this house and not do nothing. I don't have to do a thing.
Don't you do that because that's a vote for Trump.
Period. Whatever.
Well, we all know that's who he want back in there anyway. He want Trump and Pence.
Let me tell y'all something about James Fred.
My thing is, I have a mind of my own and I can think for myself. Nobody's gonna tell me what I have to do because of anything. Period. Now, my issues with the lady, all political issues. of things that she's done in the past. Yeah, we're gonna support you, lady, but we got some questions we need to ask you. We're gonna support you, but we need to ask you some questions. The same thing with Biden. I've been saying that, holding him accountable. Yeah, we're gonna support you, bro, but we got some questions to ask you.
Right.
We got some things on our agenda that we need to talk about. Now, why we do that with the sister? With she ought to be the main one we trying to hey, listen, we need to holler at you. Sweetheart, aka Ski Week, and all that other stuff. We need to holler at you. It's some stuff going on in our community. Yes, I know you will be an American vice president, and I get that, and I want you to do your job. But there's some stuff going on in the Black community that we need some help with. Some of the stuff we've been hollering about. We should be able to go to her and address that stuff.
Right, without being labeled a Black woman hater.
And just because I do doesn't mean I'm not supporting her, doesn't mean I don't like her. It simply means, okay, she's there. I got some questions. I would have the same questions for Susan Rice. If he'd have picked my baby Pelosi or somebody, I'd have had it. Oh, I love her so much, y'all. God, I love Pelosi.
See, look at you. Look at that white envy. Look at you.
That is my baby right there. She is my baby. Y'all see where she be handling Trump like a woman like that, man. Bro, we could build something together for real. I'm talking about for real. But anyway, anybody who was going to be the vice president pick, man, I would have these same questions for. Right. The fact that it was Kamala Harris. How you say her name, Mario?
Kamala
Harris, Senator Harris, whatever you want to call Miss Harris if you're nasty. I would have the same questions for anybody. And I can ask her those questions and still support her, still support Biden and her doing their thing. I can do it.
All right, Mario, go ahead.
All right, here's my question.
Question is,
we all kind of agree that Biden would be a one-term president. You think Kamala got a shot at the big chair?
I said if they win, we got to impeach the both of them 2 days after they get in there. I did say that. I said like they win, they go through inauguration on that Monday. By Thursday, they need to be gone. Now I said that. Okay.
Why?
Man, both of them. I'm just saying, man, I done already called the jail and told them to get my cell ready because we going to jail, man, fooling with them. Like, I think I got a parking ticket I got to pay. And fooling around with Kamala, man, I'm going to prison for like 30 years.
On a parking ticket.
Right, on the parking ticket. She gonna lock me up, man.
Max said he did.
Max
said he did.
So I'm just saying, man, like that's what worries me. Like, I done already told them that I need to come down there and take care of that ticket before the election. Like, I got to do that. I can't have nothing out there pending if this lady becomes vice president. Because we going to jail. So that's a warning to all of y'all. Get yourself together.
So let's go back to my pending question. You think she'll be a good shot for the big chair?
We gonna find out.
Right.
They got 4 years to groom her.
Right.
For the position.
I don't know. I don't know.
She might be America's Margaret Thatcher.
Depends on how these 4 years go.
I think that's what's about to happen.
Or she could be the Wicked Witch of the East. I don't know. I mean, it's you know. Right now, for me, everything is up in the air when it comes to her. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Why you say no? Why you say no, McClendon?
No is the answer.
Ain't no AKAs watching the show right now, y'all. They done all clicked off us. I guarantee you. If there was any AKA watching the show,
ain't no ski when you watching the show right now. We'll catch it in post.
Yeah, we'll catch it in post. Your sister said, "Are you serious to who?"
She know me. Of course, I'm serious.
Can she be president? Well, we need, and God forbid. Now, check this out. God forbid if anything happens to Mr. Biden, We all know he's slipping a little bit. He ain't got all the synapses ain't firing.
Man is 147 years old. Of course he's going to slip.
So I'm concerned. I don't want nothing to happen to him, but can Kamala? Do you think that Kamala can step in if my man happens to slip? Mario, you think she can handle it?
Absolutely. I think she can. Absolutely. I believe she can. I'm in Kamala's corner. I might as well be. I think she can do it. You can do it, Bobby Boucher.
I think honestly, straight up. If she has actually changed from that way of thinking that she had, she may be a decent president. Okay. She may. I don't think we have much of a choice because I don't know if Biden gonna make it 4 years. The man is, like Steve said, the man is slipping, and
already.
Like I don't know if he's gonna make it 4 years straight up.
What I can say about her, in opposed to what we do have in office now, I think she'll listen to wise counsel. And
I believe that. Anybody will listen to wise counsel.
I mean, anybody, man.
I think anybody would listen to wise counsel, but what you have in there has proven. Well, he can't even stay on the teleprompter. He can't even read off the teleprompter to keep himself out of trouble. So
no, because he's too arrogant for that. He got to say what he want to say and show y'all that he, you know what I'm saying, that he that he the boss.
I think if something happens to Biden during the course, I think she has the wherewithal to get us through. I think she has the wherewithal to get us through. So there you go. She knows how to play the game of politics, I believe. Okay. We're
gonna see. I think she can. If anything happens to Biden, I think she can roll with it. I think that the Democratic Party needs to groom her well if she's gonna follow up behind him, because Biden is gonna be a one-term president. I just can't see him lasting 8 years.
Right.
Not under the stress and not with his mind already kind of slipping. I just don't.
Second there, that man didn't even know what he was running for. I mean, it was rough for a minute, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, we want to elect you, but you don't. If you don't know what you're running for, how are we supposed to? You know what I'm saying?
I caught him on some shows, like late 2019 or mid 2019. He just kind of had started talking to some people, doing some little spot interviews here and there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more crisp. Just this time a year ago,
right?
He was a lot more crisp,
right?
What I'm seeing now wasn't what I saw a year ago. He was a lot more reserved, a lot more put together. He wasn't as loose as he is now. So, yeah.
All right, guys. We have 79 days until election. 79 days. We have got Joe Biden and Senator Harris. Oh, let's talk about this before we end. We got a couple more minutes. How do you think the debates, if they have any debates, will go? Trump versus Biden, Pence versus Harris. Go.
It is going to be the funniest thing on TV in the 20th century. I guarantee you that. First of all, listen to Trump give any speech is fun. But to hear Biden try to debate him and try to remember what he's running for and try to remember who Kamala is, that's just going to be hilarious.
I think it would be embarrassing for the Democratic Party because he's going to stoop to Trump's level. I don't think he's going to take the high road.
I don't think he might.
I think he's gonna come unraveled a little bit, messing with Trump and let Trump get under his skin.
Under his skin, yeah, I can see it. Trump does have a way of doing that, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Joe don't know how to let it go.
He does have a tendency to do that. Now, the one thing I'm hoping Kamala does is get Biden to stop talking about black people, period. Because every time you say something about black people, you say something stupid. So I hope Kamala gets in his ear and says, hey, man, listen, when we want to talk about black issues, let me do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then with her, we got to make sure the light shines on her the right way. Because if you shine the light too much, she look white. So you got to make sure that the light shines. You know, you got to cock it to the side a little bit. So, like, I got a light over here shining on this side, and I just got a little field light over here, so it don't wash me out. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to set up some lights,
boy, man.
Because if they just put a light in front of her, she gonna turn into a white woman right before our eyes. So we gotta make sure the lighting is right. All my photographer, but Steve know what I'm talking about. You got to get that light just right, man. You got to have that key light over here. You know what I'm saying? You know, see, that's too much. It'll wash her out. She'll look white. You do that, Mario. You don't turn into a white lady if you do that. You know what I'm saying? So you got, you know what I'm saying? You got to have, you know. So we just got to be careful when she's speaking. You got to be careful when she's speaking, because if she turns into a white lady, then everything she say is null and void at that point.
Everything needs to be. She needs to have a bottle of hot sauce in her hand at all
my
times.
God.
She need to keep some Louisiana hot sauce in her hand every time she speaks. I'm serious. It just need to be sitting. It needs to be sitting on the podium right there. She needs to be the spokesperson for Louisiana hot sauce.
Oh my God.
Steve asked the question: would she be invited to the barbecue? The answer is no, because like you said, she's gonna put raisins and everything. So she can't come to the barbecue. She ain't. She listen, okay, y'all, listen. She's black, but she ain't barbecue black. You know what I'm saying? We can't.
Her dad is Jamaican. Her mother is
Indian, East Indian.
It's East Indian.
Right. But we also know that they were not just Africans were brought to Jamaica, but there were also Indians brought there too. So we don't know what she is, but I'll give her black. Okay, she black, but she ain't that black. She ain't cookout black. You know what I'm saying? She ain't cookout black.
She ain't barbecue black.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
She ain't spades. She ain't spades and dominoes at the cookout black.
Ain't no spades.
Hold on, but she went to Howard though.
She went to Howard. She got to know how to play spades, bro. Come on.
Dominoes, man. She went to Howard.
Man,
I give her a pass on dominoes. If she went to a black college, she got to know how to play spades.
She don't know how to play no spades.
Bet money.
She don't know how to play no spades. Not at all.
She's trying to test her black, man.
She ain't that.
She's one of them Sadiddy wees, huh?
Right. Like she ain't got a black card. She got a brown card. We gave her a brown card, and that's good enough. That's about as good as she gonna get right there. She got the brown card, and she all right, you know what I'm saying? But
ooh,
y'all have smoked the back end of the show. Mario, you with that hot, she gonna be like, and I believe that America's at its best.
Every time she give a speech, she need to have a bottle of it sitting on the podium.
Okay, the hot sauce thing gonna be sitting there. My fellow Americans.
She need to have a bottle of hot sauce and a glass of Hennessy sitting right up on the
Hennessy.
right there with it.
It's a bowl of neck bones and cream.
If not, a can of Coke 45.
No, dog. I'm black and I don't do 45.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the unfiltered Pall Mall cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
God. No. Newports,
dude. Newports.
That's your black cigarette.
She can't handle no Newport.
Oh,
Red Kool-Aid.
She ain't that black, man.
She ain't red Kool-Aid.
They said it. Red Kool-Aid. Exactly. With extra sugar. You know what I'm saying? Extra sugar. Where it turns Kool-Aid a little light. You know what I'm saying? So much sugar, it ain't even red no more. It's kind of pink. That much sugar. You know what I'm saying?
It's syrupy, ain't it?
Right. You can't even drink it through a straw. You got to get a spoon on.
Oh my God. Yo.
That was good. That was good.
Man, we need a little laughter at the end of the show.
Yeah, they got it right there.
Okay, well, my thoughts is Trump is going to probably handle Biden a little bit, but there's no way in the world Pence is going to handle Kamala. Kamala is going to drag that man all night long.
And the thing is, because I've never heard Pence really give a speech.
Me neither. I ain't heard him debate nobody.
He hadn't. You'll get a couple of words out of him periodically, but you hadn't
And
heard.
normally when he speaks, it's normally he defending something Trump done did or said.
Right. So, but I think that Kamala should be a switch hitter for Trump. I mean, for Biden. When he starts getting confused, they tag Kamala in.
Right.
She comes in and take over
when he starts with the whole I'm running for she need to be able to jump in there and take over for him.
Right.
So he don't say like, I'm running for city council seat. You know what I'm saying? He'll forget, man. He'll forget. So we gotta make sure we keep him on track. All I'm saying is all y'all Biden-Harris supporters, y'all need to keep him on track, man, because he gonna forget and she gonna white up on us a little bit when them lights hit her the wrong way. So we just gotta keep.
We gotta make sure Kamala doesn't turn into a Karen on stage.
Right on stage, right before our eyes. And I'm telling you, I've seen some pictures of her on the line, and I'm like, is that her for real? I'm talking about the lights just didn't whited her up.
Hey man,
so we gotta make sure that don't happen.
All right, guys. All right, it's past time, dude. We 6 minutes over, man. Want to thank y'all for watching the Three Black Guys show. I'm not even gonna ask for pardon thoughts. It was just too much funny tonight. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit like and share because we want to make sure you guys come back and hit us and hit that notification bell and let us to know when we come on. We're here every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Central, y'all. Central.
8:30-ish if I'm having God.
Yeah, let's just say 8:30-ish. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
because we got Mr. CP time computer here.
It is AMD A6 processor. I want everybody to Google that processor tonight. Listen, everybody that's watching this show, I want y'all to Google that processor. That's all. And I'm gonna set up the GoFundMe for Mario. We're gonna get him a PC.
This computer is 3 years old, man.
We're gonna get him a PC. We're gonna make that happen.
Dude,
I'm
3 years.
GoFundMe link on the page.
I think it's 3 years old. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna have y'all dog my computer out. My computer has served me well during this time period. The computer I had before that, I had almost 10 years.
Mario, listen to me. I want you to listen to me. That processor, brand new right now, is $35.
That means you can get it for a deal.
Mario,
a deal.
I'm gonna let you the IT guy. I'm gonna let you explain that. It's $35.
You don't want a $35 processor, Mario.
Period. I mean,
you know the saying, you get what you pay for.
Yeah,
you ain't getting nothing.
So it came out, and Mario's right. It came out in 2016, but it was trash when it came out in 2016. So even when it was brand new, it was still garbage. So
nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
Right.
When I bought this computer, it could do everything that I was asking it to do. Now I'm just asking it to do a little more, and it's like, hey man, I'm tired,
and it ain't got nothing to give, Doc.
It ain't got no more to give.
Push.
The GoFundMe will be posted on the page later this week. We're taking up donations. We got to get Mario a computer because God forbid if we want to do a show where there's like 3 or 4 other people.
My poor computer.
Yeah,
I had a fan in the room and aimed it up at the computer to help keep it cool.
Hey, Mario be like
this. To call in to the show.
And look, Mario be like this the whole show.
Oh, Jesus.
Man, y'all gonna stay on my my brother used to build computers. Now ask him what he do. Nothing.
All right, y'all, we gotta go, man. We holding up for go sleep. All right, guys. Love y'all, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Be sure to vote. We got 79 more days to take out the Orange Menace. Blessings to you. Put up your threes.
Trey Manos. We out.